So, Kelly, where we're seeing a bit more snow right now is in some of our northern counties at this point, and that's where Amy Watson is this morning.
Trucks,
Amy, earlier
okay,
you had sleet, but right now you've got about an inch of snow on the ground.
We do, and Leland, it's interesting because it just seems that every few minutes it keeps switching back and forth. And just since we talked just a few minutes ago, it feels like this rainy sleet coming back down again. It keeps alternating between snow and sleet this morning. We have about an inch on the ground, and with these conditions constantly changing, that's why it's so difficult to make your way on the roads. As a matter of fact, we talked to some people who were here at this rest stop on the Kentucky-Tennessee state line, and they told us that they were having to slow down to about 30 to 40 miles per hour because it was just too slippery. And actually, if we want to show you some of the truck drivers, we've talked to some folks who are driving trucks this morning who tell us that they've just pulled over and they're going to sleep for a few hours and then try it again in the morning, hoping that there'll be more snowfall so that they can get traction as they continue to drive on the interstates, because right now they just said with so much icy conditions on the road, they're having trouble. And right now, I talked to some folks, some Boy Scouts actually, who stopped here at the rest center, and they were trying to make their way from Charleston, South Carolina. They're trying to get up to St. Louis. Here's what one of the assistant scoutmasters told me.
Started out as rain and began to freeze up on the van that we're in, and now we're sleet, and it's pretty slick, but the bus has slid a little bit here and there, but overall there's no sign of trucks anywhere, and it's about an inch deep here, and we're limited to about 40 miles an hour at best. Yeah. And we've got a long trip now.
All right, they do have a long trip, and we hope that they can make it. They've got about 50 people on a typical type of a big Greyhound bus that they're traveling in, and they said they'd been slipping and sliding on the roads, and that's what we're hearing from a lot of folks. The other thing is a lot of people have pulled in here to the rest stop, and they've had to clean their windshields because all of this sleet that's coming down, despite the fact that you might have your defrosters on, it's still so cold that it's freezing on impact on the windshield. So keep that in mind as you head out today.